Hello and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. This video that I'm doing, it's obviously, as you can tell, it is not a normal look. It's not a standard thing. It's this like bluey, greeny kind of galaxy vibe. Sorry, that's my phone. Look that I'm going for with a really nice dark and moody lip. I actually had a fair lot of fun creating this because, as you'll see throughout the video, I had this sort of envisionment that I really wanted like a super green eyeshadow. But again, so they turned out a little bit more blue than anticipated. But in saying that, it's actually still really, really nice. I'm very happy with how it turned out so far. Anyway, so please continue watching, especially if you want to see how I did it. Please forgive the trial and error or like working through it, because that's going to happen with some of these videos, especially if I start creating more like this, where I'm like getting out of my comfort zone, doing something really different. And this is not to everybody's taste, so if you don't watch, that's also fine. But like I said, doing something out of my comfort zone, trying to explore and go out of it a little bit like that. But anyway, so continue watching. If you're new, subscribe, like, follow, whatever you want to do. You'll hear me say that again and multiple times. Just to add in, all products that I'm using will always be linked down below. If I cannot find certain products, then I will link the next best thing that I can find. But I still let you know what I use in case you happen to have those products. Otherwise, if not, I'll link the next best thing, and then you know you can give it a go. So thanks, guys, and we'll see you soon. Okay, straight away starting out, we'll be using some concealer on the eyes to prep them. I want to make sure that they're very well prepped. I'm not doing the rest of my face because I don't want any fallout. And I'm really hoping this is going to turn out well, but you'll see in the intro how well it turns out, obviously. But, okay. Prepping the eyes, I'm just using the Take Cover Mineral Concealer. Again, everything linked in the description. I'm going to set that with my Australis Fresh and Flawless powder. Okay, so the palettes that I'm actually wanting to use is more so this BH Cosmetics one. So the Galaxy Chic palette, because it has some stunning, stunning shades in there that I've actually never used, but I've had this palette for a while. And I've been just really wanting to find like the right creative flow to try and get it going. So like I said, fingers crossed that this actually turns out well, but I'll show you the shade. So this is what it looks like. So many really, really stunning shades, like they look like planets. But I love the colors in here. I feel as though I really want to go on the sort of greener side of things. So using these shades like here, any of those ones. So the other palette that I'm looking to use is the Chi Chi Extravaganza palette, or like Choose Chi Chi, it says on the front of it. This, excuse how dirty it is. I've had it for ages and I love it. But this one has some amazing shades in here too. Like you'd be surprised how good quality they are considering the price of the palette. Like it's so reasonably well priced. but it has so many colors. So I'm thinking obviously I might use some of these for the transition just to help like blend it out, maybe like some of these ones up here. But obviously we've got some more green, like very few actual green shades compared to the other one for what I'm wanting to look. But you know what, we're just gonna get straight into it, see how it turns out. I mean, you've already seen it at the beginning, but I'm still yet to figure it out. So I'll zoom you guys in and then we'll get started on it. So starting out, I'm using one of the lightest shades in that Chi Chi palette, just because even though I've said it, I just like to have a bit of eyeshadow so everything can blend out quite nicely. It's literally the lightest shade that's in the palette at the top left corner. A nice matte shade. So I'll actually show you. So I just went in with this shade here, and then the next shade I want to use is that one there. So it's still a nice matte shade. So I'm zooming out. That one there is what I just put on. This is what I'm going to use now in that crease area. I don't know if the colour's going to stay, but I just wanted to put a little something in the crease to define it a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to be using that BH Cosmetics palette, and I feel like I'm going to go in the shade Comet. So Comet, I'll show you just now. Yeah, that shade there first. I get a slightly smaller brush like that. Not so fluffy, and I think I'm gonna start packing it here and then sort of see how it goes. That's what it looks like right now. Probably looking a little crazy, but we're gonna play with some colors, see how it goes. I really am so tempted to try the shade Neptune. So I really want to try this one here. And I feel like that shade Neptune might be best just on the outer corner of the eye. Like I said, I'm making it up as I go. So I'm gonna put that on the outer corner. Don't mind that. I'm getting a very 80s vibe. Hopefully it'll work out. That's what it's looking like now. Just blend out the edges. Alright, so I'm going to use the Chi Chi palette again, just because I'm feeling this is very blue and I sort of wanted to aim a little bit more on the green side because I thought those shades might come out more green. I know, might be colorblind or something. So, looking at these shades here, so that's top of the palette, so it's those ones there right in the middle. I'm going to try and use probably a mixture of those two shades to make it a bit more green. Again, I'm going to try and start on the outside and then maybe bring it in, see how it looks. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but like comparing, it's just, I put it almost straight on top of that blue, and it has made it more of like a deeper blue, kind of like a greeny blue. I think you can see like how it's changed, but I can in person. I just used this top green. I'm going to try and use this one here a little bit more on the lid area heading towards the inner corner. And I'm going to use this brush here. So it's just a little bit more flat shadow brush. And then I'm just gonna blend those edges out again. Alright, I literally look ridiculous, but I think if anything, I'm just gonna clean up the under eyes because I'm gonna redo the under eye shadow, but I feel like I'm mostly happy with up top. It looks a little bit more blue than I anticipated it was going to be, but hey, like a blue-green sort of eyeshadow. But otherwise, let me clean that up. Okay, so I just cleaned up as best as I could because I just don't want to get poke my eye out or something like that. Because like I said, I'm going to do more on the underneath, but what I'm going to do in the meantime, which I presume I'll probably just do a speed through again for you, but do the rest of the face again and then come back to finish up the eyes and to finish up the lips. So I'll be back in a jiff. Okay, so the face is essentially done other than lips, lashes, etc. So just to finish the eyes, first thing I want to do is line them. They look pretty much done because obviously I had some like transfer that I didn't want to mess around too much, but I want to line them with a ColourPop cream liner. It's like a bluey green, like teal sort of color, and I think that's like really good with the eyes. This shade is called Catsuit. I'm just going to line the lower lash line with this color. And then with black eyeliner, I'm going to tightline the top lid. I'm also going to use another ColourPop cream gel liner. This one is called Swerve, to line the top lash line. So not the tight lining like I just did, but to actually line the top lash line. So when I put lashes on, they look somewhat blended. Okay, so without any extra eyeshadow, I'm gonna be using like the same brushes as before. So like you can see that's still got shadow on it, just to blend out that fallout sort of situation that's been happening underneath, because I don't think I should be adding any more color at all. Just I'm just dusting even extra off, just blending it out, softening it out. So now that that's done, I'm going to come back in a second and do some mascara and put some lashes on, and then we'll finish the lips and basically wrap it up there. Alright, so back again. I've just changed my earrings, put my hair a little bit higher because I thought it might suit this look a little bit better. So lashes, mascara, that's just what I've done then. I don't know if you can tell, but there's like a little bit fluffier lashes. Overall, I think I'm pretty happy with that. Now, I'm gonna do lips first. I'm thinking I kind of want to go like I love dark colors. I love dark lips in general. So I'm thinking I really want to use, I've got ColourPop again because they're amazing. Like I've got this little shade here with this little lip liner. So the actual lipstick is called Daydream and the lip liner is called Hoopty. So I'm going to line my lips first and we'll do another speed through of that because you know how that goes. So final thing now is to do a little inner corner highlight with my favorite again, Fenty Beauty Hustler yeah, Hustle Baby shade, which I now realize they don't do the full thing, but they do halves, so I will link that again in the description. Now that it's finished, I am very happy with how it turned out. I really love that I did this really dark, moody lip with it. And as I said before, I am a lover of dark lips. Love them so much. I always, whenever I wear makeup, I always prefer to have a dark lip over anything else. But, so this is not a typical look that I know most people will do, but I actually quite like it. So wow, it's kind of like giving me galaxy vibes. Yeah, so with that note, thank you so much for watching. If you've made it all the way through, if you're new to my channel, etc. And as everybody else would do, if you're new, if you like what you see, please subscribe, comment, like, whatever you feel like. And then of course, I'm going to see you in the next video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye.